You took a big leap from year one to year two, but a lot of guys like Tyron say that, it's year two to year three that you really sometimes take the biggest jump. Where do you feel like you are right now? And even with this weird off season, where are you as far as what you think you can do better this year?
Uh, Honestly, I feel like I can be one of the best young corners in the game as long as I just keep believing in myself and having confidence in myself out the field and on the field. I mean, the sky's the limit for me, so I feel like I'm gonna be one of the best young corners in the game this season. I'm gonna earn my respect this year.
Let's go to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Charvarius. Matt just mentioned Tyron, how he's helped you progress as a player. How is just having him around last year and going into this season, how has he helped you grow as a player?
Yeah, he's one of my biggest supporters. Like from day one, he was always telling me, like, I know you can play corner. You got the size, you got the ability. You just got to know the mental part of the game. And once you learn that, your game goes to a whole nother level. So, I mean, he, as far as like him helping me, it's mostly in the classroom, the X's and O's of the game.
Let's go to Steve Walls. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, Charvarius, how you doing, man? Hey, you are from Mississippi, went to Macomb High School and then Hines Community College in Mississippi. What are your thoughts about the Confederate flag symbol being removed from part of the state flag?
I think it's a good thing. I think it should have been gone a long time ago. So I'm glad they made that decision to finally get rid of it. I look forward to seeing what they come up with now. But, I mean, I think it's a good thing, definitely.
Let's go to Len Jennings. Go ahead, Len.
Hey, Charvarius. Hey, thanks for taking the time out to speak with us today. We got a taste of what Spag's defensive system can do at the end of last season. Is there kind of a sense of eagerness to kind of get going more into that system, especially looking back at the success you guys had in the later part of last year?
Right. So we the defending Super Bowl champions. So of course we ready to get out there and defend our throne. I mean, I'm glad the coaches got the same defensive staff as last year. I feel like everybody know the system way better. So we just building camaraderie right now. Just getting to know each other better and better and better. And I feel like this season we can be one of the best defenses in the league as long as we keep grinding, keep working, keep grinding day by day.
Let's go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Charvarius, good to see you. Earlier this offseason, we talked to Sam Madison, and I know we sort of asked some questions about you, and you guys were going, I think, through the remote offseason program. I'm just wondering, when you watched film of yourself and maybe of some other guys, did you sort of identify areas where you may get better at, interceptions or, forcing turnovers? That appeared to be the big thing that Sam wanted you to sort of focus in on in year three. Just wondering what you may have seen of yourself that gives you confidence of maybe being a little bit more of a playmaker in terms of getting the ball this year.
Right, yeah, so that's one of my biggest things, like getting the ball this year, like as far as interceptions, scripting the ball, ripping the ball out of it. Instead of batting the ball down this year, I'm going over two hands, trying to hop on the ball, getting interceptions, just trying to make turnovers, get the ball back to Pat, Tyreek, and Sammy, and Travis, and all those guys, so they can score more points. So that's one of my key areas of focus this year, turnovers.
Let's go to Herbie. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Charvarius, kind of like to piggyback off of what Nate just asked you there. And I know you know this stat. Last year, one wide receiver for a 100-yard game, and that came all the way like at the beginning of the season. But what do you guys do as a collective group as an encore, and how do you build off of that?
I feel like our group of DBs, we some dogs. Like, we believe in each other. We know what we can do. Not too many people around the league give us a lot of respect because we don't have too many big names outside of Tyron. But, like, we got a lot of young talent. Like, we real young, but we fast. We can play ball. So, I mean, we just got that dog mentality that no one's finna come out there and do nothing on us. So, we some dogs out there.
Let's go to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Charvarius. Hope everything's good, man. My question to you is just about being a lockdown corner this year. You were kind of coming into your own last season with that, but now trying to be the lockdown guy with a little more attention paid toward you now. How are you embracing that position, especially with, no preseason and Rashad Breeland potentially being out for the first couple games?
Well, I just believe in myself and my ability. I know what I can do on the field. I just got to show the world, show the coaches, show you guys, show the media, show the fans, show everybody that I can be a lockdown corner. I think I can. I know I can. And I'm gonna do it. It's a good time.
Looks like our last one is from Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Charvarius, thanks for taking some time. You mentioned you want to be one of the best young cornerbacks in the game, and I just was curious, in your mind, what does that look like? What does that mean? Like, what do you foresee in someone who would be considered that? What type of traits?
Just going out there, taking on the best receiver every week, not getting burnt, not giving up touchdowns, challenging every throw, catching interceptions, forcing turnovers, all of that. Like, just being a big dog, being a leader in the cornerback room, in the secondary. Because I know Breeland's not going to be around the first 4 games, so I know I got to step up my leadership. So it's just that, man. I just got to be a leader, just be a top dog.
Mooney, looks like we have one more question that's a late ad here. Nate Taylor with our final question. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Charvarius, I just got one more for you. It's about the rookies, obviously, Ladarius and Bo Peep. You've gotten a chance to get to know them kind of virtually a little bit this week. Just what do you see from them that may be able to help you guys early in the year, and just how will you try to help them along in their sort of development since they're not going to have preseason games this year?
Well, first of all, I noticed they long. They got similar makeup as me. They long. I'm pretty sure they're fast. They can run. Those good players in college. So we just gotta guide those guys along, like as far as the playbook in the weight room, on the field and practice, encourage those guys. Let them know they got to step up early and often, and they'll be pretty good.
Charvarius, we appreciate your time today, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.